What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Mika Chanel. I'm back with another edition of Mika Chanel is Just Saying. We are talking about Married to Medicine, Season 4, Episode number 3. I don't know why I thought we were on Episode 4, but we're on Episode number 3 of Married to Medicine, okay? So this episode opens up where we left off last week with the argument between, what was her name? Dr. Heavenly and Janice. Well, technically, we didn't open up with that argument. It was they had put the argument to bed, and Mariah was trying to make a toast, to moving on. And then Toya is like, are there any more issues that need to be addressed? And Lisa Nicole was like, well, actually, there is, Toya. I took offense to what you said at my party about me, being too old and not taking care of my kids and having a nanny to take care of my kids or whatever. And Toya was like, I felt like you were coming from a place of fakeness, and they cut to Toya's interview, and Toya is just like, she feels like Lisa Nicole is trying to prove something. Darren is never home because he has to work, and she feels like Lisa Nicole is not home at the same time either with the kids, and she just feels like Lisa Nicole is trying to prove something either to Darren or to the world or something like that. And Lisa was telling her, like, they were arguing back and forth, and Lisa was like, well, marriage, and Toya's like, your husband does not want to have another baby, and Toya and Lisa Nicole is like, marriage is all about compromise, but you wouldn't know about compromise because your husband because Eugene doesn't have a backbone to stand up to you or whatever. And then Toya's like, my husband does have a backbone. You saw him have a backbone at your party, and the fact that you haven't been boned in a long time is what your damn problem is, And even Dr. Jackie had to like chuckle a little bit at that one, the shit was funny, okay? I don't think Lisa Nicole was ready for Toya at that moment. Lisa Nicole doesn't seem like she's, that she can shade people in that way, and she doesn't seem quick and witty to come back when somebody's coming at her. And so she just wasn't ready for Toya's nonsense at the time. Toya's just going on and on. She was like, wasn't your husband just accused of being gay last year? Shouldn't you work that shit out before you go and try and work on having a baby? You need to work on your marriage, okay? Like, I mean, they were going on and on and on, and they were going at it. And they were sitting next to each other. So Mariah, she was letting it go for a while, and then she tried, to get up with her broken leg to kind of break them up. And Dr. Jackie gets up as well, and Dr. Jackie and Toya basically switch seats, so that they can all calm down or whatever. And then, how did they get on the subject of Toya and Mariah? I think Mariah was saying something like, we all need to just move on and this and that. And Toya was like, well, Mariah, you never had an issue telling me how you feel. And Mariah's like, girl, we had a fist fight, okay? And Toya's like, yeah, we had a fist fight, but, it brought us closer. And here go quiet. Oh, y'all are close now, and Mariah was like, I think so. We had it out. And Toya's like, sometimes that's what you got to do with your friends. And Quiet is like, well, Lisa, Nicole, and I, we can't get to that place. And Mariah's like, well, that's because you don't have the history that Toya and I have. And that's true. Like, sometimes you get into fights with your friends or whatever. And depending on the type of relationship that you have with them, you can try to move on and try to rebuild, or you're just like done, and Lisa, Nicole, and Quiet didn't have a relationship outside of the show. And even that relationship wasn't even that long, so I've never gotten into a fist fight with any of my friends, but I have, had arguments and things like that. And, just move on. If you really have a genuine friendship, eventually you'll find a way to get back together. Quad is just like, whatever. She just got this look on her face like, So Toya and Mariah agree that they are going to move on, and they are going to work on building their friendship back up to the way that it was. Then they show like little snippets, how they do usually at the beginning of the episode, little snippets of what each of the ladies are doing as they're preparing to get ready for their day. You see Quad, she totally shaded her brother's girlfriend, okay? The girl came down, like, where's the pancakes? Quad is like, I got some damn smoothies going on today. There is no pancakes. And then she like jumps and chest bumps the girl or whatever. I'm like, Quad, okay? You are shading the shit out of this girl. Come on, Quad. That's your brother's girlfriend. Leave the girl alone. You see, she likes to eat. You know, we all like to eat. Everybody would prefer pancakes over a smoothie. I mean, I understand Quad and trying to get the girl healthy, but come on. You know, you gotta let a grown person do what a grown person wants to do. But the shit was funny to me at the same time. And then you see Heavenly, she trying to get her son to clean his room. His room is nasty as hell. I'm like, Heavenly, you should have been in that room cleaning that shit up, because yeah, that shit's nasty, okay? Then we see we're at Dr. Simone's, I think the South House is where she's at. And her cousin Nikki comes over. She says that her and Nikki are really close. Their fathers are brothers. So they're first cousins. They've been really close since they were like teenagers. I think she said 18 years old or whatever. Cousins are really like your best friends, for real. If you have cousins, you know what I mean. Like, they are like your friends, you know. And it's nice to have that. They discuss the fact that Nikki, she talked to her dad, and they still haven't heard from Simone's dad. And Simone is very concerned about her dad because he's never gone, you know, just disappeared for this long without someone knowing where he is. I guess he has bank accounts that he hasn't touched yet, and just nobody knows where he is. So she feels like she might need to go ahead and make a trip back to Nashville, Tennessee to see, you know, what's going on. And then in the next scene, we see Toya and Eugene. They are driving to their old house. I guess they never sold it. I'm assuming they're not renting it out either. I don't know. Maybe they are renting it out, because she says whoever she is was asking them when they were going to have the garage fixed. So they go check out the house or whatever. Eugene was saying that he felt like this was their backup plan. You know, you always keep something in your back pocket just in case things don't work out. But Toya is not having it. You know, Eugene is like, this house is, you know, it'll be cheaper to move back here, blase this, blase that. Toya is just like, I ain't having it. I don't want to live in this neighborhood anymore. I want to stay living in that big ass mansion that they living in for no apparent reason, you know, other than the fact that Eugene wants to make his wife happy, and she wanted to live a little, you know, above their means or whatever. You know, she's just really not trying to hear it. Then they talk about Mariah and the fact that, you know, Toya and Mariah could possibly be hanging out again. Eugene just says, you know, you need to tread lightly. You know, I understand everything because you guys were very close, but just tread lightly. Toya is like, she really wants to give it a chance, you know, because they were really cool. I guess she said that her and Mariah used to hang out almost daily, you know, when their husbands were at work and the kids were at school. They would hang out, do lunches and stuff. So she kind of misses it. And so hopefully, you know, things work out with them. Then we see Dr. Jackie. She's at her office and one of her patients come in. Her name is Amber. Amber is 28 years old and she has breast cancer. And I guess she had been in California trying to get some treatment and see some doctors or whatever. So she's back and she's giving Dr. Jackie the update. She tells Dr. Jackie that she's not planning to continue her treatment. You know, she's seeking, I guess, alternative methods or whatever. Dr. Jackie is a little concerned about that, you know, because she is a doctor that studies Western medicine. And, you know, she's a little concerned. And Dr. Jackie has also gone through breast cancer twice. And, you know, she's just a little concerned, but she tells Amber that she's going to back her up. She's going to be there for her. Oh, my God. I couldn't imagine. 28 years old. Well, actually, I think she was 26 when she was diagnosed. That's a lot. That really is a lot. And, you know, my mom is a breast cancer survivor. Luckily, hers was caught in stage 1 and she did radiation and so far so good. It's been 2 years now. So far so good for her. And I'm really happy about that. But yeah, breast cancer. Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine it in my 20s. That's a lot, you know, but hopefully, you know, everything works out with Amber. Hopefully her health is great and she's doing great. Man, I just wish that they could find some way to stop it, you know, to stop breast cancer. Like, they don't know where it comes from. They don't know, what happens, and it's just something that is just so unknown, and you just don't know when it's gonna happen, who it's gonna happen to. Oh my goodness, breast cancer. I don't know. Cancer in general is so scary to me. Let's move on. Let's not get too sad about it. So Lisa Nicole and Dr. Darren meet for lunch. He talks a little bit when they sit down. She asks him about his day. He talks a little bit about a little boy that had poured gasoline on himself, and almost and he had like so many second and third degree burns all over his body. And you kind of forget with all the drama of Married to Medicine that there are actually people on this show that are saving lives. That is their job. That is what they committed to do. That's what they have the passion for, is to save people's lives. And you kind of lose sight of that with all the drama from the wives, even if the wives are doctors, But yeah, so you kind of lose sight of that. But there people on this show are actually saving lives. I think all of the men, except for Dr. Greg, he's a psychiatrist. But I think the other three men, Dr. Aiden, Dr. Eugene, and Dr. Darren, I believe they're like emergency room trauma doctors or something like that, which they're like really on the front line of what's coming in and out and all the things that goes on in the ER, So, salute to them. That's a hard job. I could only imagine that that's a difficult ass job. But anyways, let's move on. So Lisa Nicole asks him, what he had said to the men, because Toya, made it seem like, Darren had said something at the party. Darren is like, I didn't say anything to the men. I do want to have a baby. I'm sitting here like, you lying motherfucker. Now, you told them you didn't want to have another kid because you didn't want to be old as hell trying to put some kids through college. You said that, Dr. Darren, and you don't want a fucking baby. Just admit it, okay? I don't know, maybe he just doesn't want to lose his wife. He's done so much dirt, in the past in their relationship, and he just wants to make her happy. I don't know, but dude, you need to be honest. A baby is nothing to fool with, especially when you're the age that they are. I'm 37, and I couldn't even imagine trying to have a baby right now, and I feel like they're in their 40s. So, I mean, Dr. Darren, be honest with your wife. Tell her what you feel. But he can't do that for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Some men are just pathological liars. They just so used to fucking lying about everything, and he may be one of those men, with all his affairs and blah, this, but whatever the hell he been doing. I don't know. But stop fucking lying and be honest to your wife, because that is nothing to play with, okay? Nothing to play with. A baby is nothing to play with, because when the baby is here, the baby is here, motherfucker, okay? You can't hide behind that shit. Anyways, we see Toya, Heavenly, and Quad. They go shopping. Toya is saying that she has a problem. She loves to shop. She needs some retail therapy, even though she owes the fucking IRS $170 goddamn dollars. She is not worried about it. And just like Quad said in her interview, Toya ain't got to worry about that. No, not Quad. Heavenly said, Toya ain't got to worry about that. You know what I'm saying? That's Eugene's problem. He the one got to worry about it. And I'm always trying to be on Toya's side each season, but like, I just can't. Girl, get it together, okay? Your husband is working like double shifts or whatever he said he was working, overtime or whatever, trying to, maintain this lifestyle that you want. And he didn't even want to move into that house. He needs to stand up to her and like shake some sense into her. Like, girl, we make good money, but we are not millionaires to where we can live like this. And we can't pay no $14,000 a month in rent on this house that we don't even need. They probably got a couple of rooms in that damn house that they ain't been in like the last year. For real. I mean, that house is huge, okay? And who the hell cleaning that house? Like, do they have a service coming in? Like, it's just crazy. He needs to shake some fucking sense into his damn wife. But anyway, so they're out shopping. And, like I said, Toya has a problem. Quad feels like Toya is just being so stupid with her money. She picks up this $100 t-shirt, and Quad is like, what the hell? Does that t-shirt wash itself? I mean, for real. Like, why are you picking up a $100 t-shirt when you owe the IRS $175,000, girl? I know you got a closet full of clothes. I mean, and they're nice clothes. So just deal with it for the next year or so until you get this debt paid off. What the hell is wrong with you, Toya? Something is seriously wrong with you, girl. For real. I mean, I understand she talking about she got rich folks problems. Okay, you may have rich folks problems, but you're going to be in rich folks jail. Or your husband going to be in rich folks jail. One or both of y'all are going to be. And then what are you going to do then, huh? I mean, seriously. I mean, the I, the motherfucking R, and the motherfucking S is nothing to play with. I would never play with the IRS, okay? Because they locks your ass up and takes away the key. And they take away all your shit. Everything. They will auction off your motherfucking wedding ring, your watch, whatever has value, they will take it. Do you not understand this, girl? Just focus. I hope we see them during this season move back into that damn house that they own, or paying the mortgage on, whatever. Either way, it's their house. I hope that we see them move back to that motherfucker because throughout this season, because this is just ridiculous at this point. I mean, for real. Toya, I mean, she done lost her damn mind, for real. And then she brings up Lisa and Darren while they're out shopping or whatever. She brings up Lisa and Darren. I'm like, you don't need to be worried about what the hell is going on in Lisa Nicole's house, girl. You need to be worrying about what the fuck is going on in your house and why you stressing your husband out and got him working like a damn dog to try to support this lifestyle that you want. That's what you need to be focused on, not what the hell is going on with Lisa Nicole and Darren, okay? Leave that to the bloggers to judge Lisa Nicole and Darren. You figure your own shit out, all right? Anyways, then we see Dr. Jackie and Kurt, her husband Curtis. They are out with Janice. Janice is a real estate agent. So they're out with her looking at this condo. Jackie loves the condo. She loves the view. She loves the bedroom. She likes the kitchen because it's small. And Curtis is like, no, I don't like this kitchen. It's too small. You know, I'm used to a big family and how we all used to congregate in the kitchen. And Jackie's like, what big family? And Curtis like, oh, you wouldn't know anything about that. And I'm like, ooh, that was kind of snippy. You know what I mean? And I feel like he was talking about his family that he grew up with, not necessarily his kids and things like that, because he doesn't have a lot of kids either. But it's still hurtful, you know, knowing that your wife wants to have a big family, you know, or a family of her own, and to say something like that, that was just very inconsiderate and hurtful. Yeah, they got some issues that they really need to work out. I mean, Curtis wants to be in the suburbs with a nice house with a nice backyard. Dr. Jackie doesn't want that. And yeah, hopefully they work through these issues. I don't know, but I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. Like she's saying, you know, she had to compromise on not having a baby, and now she doesn't want to compromise on this, you know, and I don't know. It's hard. Like, didn't they discuss having a baby before they got married? Like, isn't that something that you talk about before you get married? Especially somebody like Dr. Jackie, because she was a little older when they got married. They've only been married something like 10 years or something like that. So I would think that that would be something that, you know, was discussed prior to marriage. But, you know, I don't know. Anyways, we see Lisa and Dr. Darren. They driving their little happy asses on to the clinic because Dr. Darren needs to deposit some sperm and make sure, you know, his sperm count is up to par, you know. And Lisa Nicole, for some strange reason, wants to go in the room with him and help him out or whatever. And he's like, girl, no. Okay, no, you don't need to be back there with me. They say can't nobody come back there anyway. But for some reason, Lisa, you know, still wants to go in the back with him. I don't know. It was just really, really, really weird. He feels like, you know, he's trying to talk to Lisa in the car, and he's telling her, like, you know, are you really ready for this? You know, I want to make sure that we're going to be around for this baby. You know, are you ready to slow down, to stop working so much? You know, the baby's going to need your attention. Are you willing to do that? I don't think she is, because she even said, like, you know, I can be on bed rest for 4 weeks as long as I have my laptop and my phone next to me or whatever. Girl, maybe Toya was right. Maybe you aren't raising your kids, and you're not going to raise a new one that you want to have either. I mean, you need to think about all of that, you know. We'll see what that works out. But I mean, my money's on the fact that they're not going to have another baby. Hell, Darren might already have had a motherfucking vasectomy and didn't even tell her ass about it. You know, shit happens. Anyways, Toya and Mariah meet at a Mexican spot for lunch. I love going to Mexican restaurants. I love tacos and I love me some margaritas, okay? They meet there for lunch. You know, they basically, you know, they both kind of say that they miss the relationship that they used to have because they used to be really, really close. Toya tells Mariah that she really appreciates the effort that Mariah put into the dinner and trying to bring all the women together. And then Toya, for some reason, brings up Lisa Nicole because Mariah has said since she took a step back from the group, and now she's back in the group, she's kind of surprised by the relationships that have formed. And, Toya's like, yeah, now you and Lisa Nicole being all buddy or whatever. And Mariah's like, no, we're getting to know each other, which is what we should have done in the first place. Like, I don't know her. She doesn't know me, and we should have gotten to know each other. But instead, we were, arguing before we really got to know each other. So now we're trying to build that. And then in her interview, Mariah's like, why is she so concerned about me and Lisa Nicole's relationship? She need to be concerned about mine and hers and my relationship, which I agree with. But, Toya is on this whole Lisa Nicole kick. Lisa Nicole done pissed her off, and Toya is just gonna run with it, okay? Like, she's gonna bring it up every fucking chance she has. And then Toya brings up the whole IRS situation, and she keeps giving this story that she turned over the finances to Eugene, and Eugene, hold on, y'all, I need a little sip. That tastes so good, y'all. Tastes so good. Anyways, my throat was getting dry. What was I saying? Yeah, so she keeps sticking to this story that she gave up the finances, told Eugene to take care of the finances. He gives power of attorney to their accountant, which maybe he did. I don't know. But, then she tells Mariah, that they're really in debt. And Mariah is like, girl, what the fuck is going on? No. She's like, Toya, you need to change your mindset. You have to change your way of thinking. Like, you can still be fabulous, but be fabulous on a budget. Shit. I mean, girl, have you not been watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta? Do you not see how Candy balls? Okay. Candy is not flashy or any of that, and she keeps her money in her pockets. Okay. She may have that big old house now, but I mean, they had to do a lot of work on that house. She bought a fixer-upper. She didn't buy no damn mansion that's already ready to go, okay? Like, for real, like, she was just telling Toya, like, you just really need to change your mindset, which is kind of what Quad was trying to tell her. I don't think anybody else has said anything to her. I don't know if anybody else cares enough to say anything to her, but Quad has said things to her, and now Mariah. But Toya is still not trying to hear it. She brings up the fact that, they both close to 40 and they don't look 40. Like, Toya she's just not there mentally to really want to deal with this girl. But the I, the motherfucking R, and the motherfucking S, I keep saying it, no, they will come for your ass whether you ready or not. Pay that damn money. Oh my God, I don't play with the IRS. Y'all, I know some people that be like claiming other people's kids on their taxes and doing all, no. Because that shit will come back, and I've known some people that shit has come back on, and then you got to pay all that money back, and they trying to garnish your checks. No. Okay, if I don't get a whole bunch of money back at income tax time, I'm okay with that, motherfucker, because I got my paycheck coming in. It's not going to be garnished, and it's not going to be garnished from the I or the fucking S, okay? No, like, I don't understand why people don't understand that. You can't play with them. They ain't playing shit. They lock famous people up. They take motherfucking Grammys and Oscars and fucking gold-plated spoons and shit. They take all your stuff. Don't you understand? Uncle Sam don't play. Woo-wee! And, in her interview, Mariah was just like, Eugene needs to just, man up and shit, cut up her credit cards or something, for reals. For real. He needs to do something. Like, he needs to get his wife in check, like, now. And it's not even like saying, the man is the head, he got to tell his wife what to do. It's not even about that. But in this situation, he needs to step in and step up, okay? For real. Or his ass gonna be in jail, shit. Anyways, Heavenly is at her house, and she's talking with her daughter, Alara, and Alara is that little girl. If she don't remind me of my daughter, oh my goodness, I understand. Heavenly, says that the little girl acts just like her, and I can definitely see that. She tells Alara that her friends feels like she's a little abrasive, and Alara is like, yeah, well, mama, you are. You are abrasive. You're mean. You're mean to me. You're mean to other people. And, you know, Laura does a little imitation of Heavenly, and she's dead on with Heavenly, okay? It takes Heavenly aback a little bit, and she says, she tells Laura that she's gonna try harder to be nicer to her and to be nicer to other people. She says, you know, in her interview, she's just like, you know, she doesn't want her daughter picking up on the bad things about her personality. She wants her daughter, you know, to see the good in her. And Heavenly, I don't know how easy it's gonna be to change, because girl, you don't think before you talk. That's why you and Toya are such good friends. Y'all just say shit, just whatever the first thing that comes to your mouth, y'all say it. I mean, comes to your mind, you just say it out your mouth. Like, you can't do that all the time. Like, Laura tried to tell, that was Laura, like 11 years old. She was like, Mom, you know, sometimes you just don't have to say everything you're thinking. Even though Laura was like, I do it. Why can't you do it, motherfucker? And then Laura's like, okay, you can go now. I was cracking up. That shit was so funny, because it reminds me of my daughter. But she would be like, you be in there talking to her, and she'd be into what she's talking about for about a good 2 minutes. And then she's like, okay, Mom, you can go now. You know, you can go back in the other room and watch TV. Can I go back to what I was doing right now? Like, my daughter's 9. She don't want to have nothing to do with me anymore, okay? You know, every once in a while she'll come in here and come in the room that I'm in, and she'll be like, I love you, Mommy. And then she's gone again. I'm like, okay, it's a drive-by, I love you. Anyways, so Clive goes over to Toya's house to visit with Toya, you know, to pretend like she's the IRS and just try to knock some sense into Toya. This shit was funny, though. Clive pulls out this damn basket. This basket got hot dogs and ramen noodles and shit, but I'm with Toya Hill. I like ramen noodles still to this day. I throw a little bit of vegetables in it, try to make it a little healthy, but I love me some ramen. They even sell it at the damn Japanese spots now. You go to the damn sushi spot and they got ramen on the menu. I ain't mad, okay? They put a little meat in it, a little some vegetables, some bok choy and shit. Okay, I ain't mad. It's good. And I sure will eat a bag of chicken ramen noodles in a minute, okay? But the thing that I was more focused on was that when Quiet pulled out the pack of hot dogs and was like, okay, this is what you're gonna be eating, Toya was more concerned that the hot dogs was a name brand. You know, she like, I need some ballpark up in this mug, some Oscar Mayer or something up in here, okay? I'm like, oh my God, Toya, for real? You more worried about the brand of the hot dogs than getting the message that Quiet is trying to send to you, okay? Quiet's like, girl, she need to go and talk to some Teresa Giudice, Judice, whatever the hell she calling herself these days. She needs to go talk to her felon ass, because, you know, she gonna be following in the footsteps, which is very sad. And then we see Jackie and Simone. They go look at this house. Jackie wants to bring Simone over to get her opinion about this house. Simone loves the house. It's the house, I guess, that Jackie's husband Curtis picked out. Simone thinks the house is very nice. It's not that far from Buckhead, which I guess is where the action goes on. But Jackie feels like, you know, the reason why she doesn't want to live in a house is because it reminds her of the kids that she's never going to have, because she looks at having a house and a yard and all those type of things as family. And, you know, since she gave up on the idea, you know, Curtis basically, you know, said no to the baby thing. So she feels like, you know, she shouldn't have to compromise on living in a condo in the city. And he, you know, and Dr. Simone is just like, well, you need to explain that to your husband, you know, just in those words. Don't just tell him, oh, I don't want to live in the suburbs. Tell him why, you know. I don't know. Like I said, Dr. Jackie and Curtis have some issues, and clearly Dr. Jackie is a breadwinner of the family. You know, her husband is a high school teacher, a college teacher or something like, I think it's high school. He coaches high school sports and things like that. So clearly Dr. Jackie is the breadwinner of the family. And, you know, but I love the fact that she is, you know, not trying to emasculate her husband. But at the same time, her husband is not, I don't know, he's just not really trying to compromise, it doesn't seem like. So, I don't know. It's only episode number 3, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I think some really major things are about to happen in their marriage. Then we see Simone. She's at her house. She's packing her clothes. Her husband Cecil comes in there. She's packing because she's getting ready to go to Nashville. She has recruited Dr. Jackie and Quad to go with her. We see in the previews for next week. But she's packing her clothes and you know, she's getting really sad about, you know, her dad and her husband Cecil is just trying to give her some words of encouragement and like, you know, we're going to get this. We're going to find your dad. We're going to do this together. And that's kind of how it ends. I love their relationship. It's something to be said about college sweethearts. My husband and I are college sweethearts. And it's definitely something to be said about going through life with someone, you know, basically growing up with someone, and becoming an adult with someone is something to say. And I think that, they'll be okay. And, I think I read something that Dr. Simone's dad actually passed recently, which I'm very sad to hear. We maybe we'll see some stuff about it on the show. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but I'm looking forward to next week's episode. So far, I am into Married to Medicine this season. So far, so good. I wasn't really too much feeling last season, but so far, so good for this season, you guys. And I, damn it, got to 30 minutes again. How can I get to 30 minutes? I'm trying to keep it closer to 20, but I just talk too fucking much. Anyways, you guys, I really want to blog about Married to Medicine Houston, but I did not set the recording on my DVR for it. And they took the first couple of episodes off of On Demand. So I did set the recording to start recording for this week. But hopefully I can catch up on it so that I can start blogging about it. I did watch the first episode. I enjoyed it. But anyways, that's it, you guys. That's all I have for Married to Medicine Atlanta season 4, episode number 3. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And until next time, you guys, please stay real, stay safe, and stay tuned to Mika Chanel is just saying. I did the wave too soon. Bye-bye.